My second question is in James chapter 3, verses 6 to 9. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. The tongue is so set among our members that it defiles the whole body, and sets on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire by hell. For every kind of beast and bird, of reptile and creature of the sea, is tamed and has been tamed by mankind. But no man can tame the tongue. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. With it we bless our God and Father, and with it we curse men, who have been made in the similitude of God. Sister, how can we...
What the apostle says is true, isn't it? With the tongue we bless God, and with the tongue we curse and cause so much harm. He's focusing here on the power of speech. And, well, he has every reason for what he says. So what might God be trying to teach us through this, through the Apostle James and his reflections on the tongue, this small but powerful member of the body? Of course, this tongue and this member is used for both good and evil. That's why in wars between nations, what plays a role? The tongue. Why? A head of state gives the order to another, sends the missiles to destroy the other country. He spoke, didn't he? It was the tongue that said that, to destroy. Others say, no, let there be peace, so things calm down, so that doesn't happen. So peace comes, everything comes from the tongue. Yes, he's absolutely right, but let's take a closer look at why. Before that, what was your question?
The question is, Sister, how can we speak what is good?
Well, it turns out that we can't blame the poor tongue either, because what comes out of here, what we speak, comes from the heart. The heart is where all the good and all the evil in a person reside. If someone chooses to be evil, then everything bad comes from their heart. And every time they do something bad, it starts in the heart. Then it moves to the mind to be processed, to be schemed out, to plan how they're going to carry it out. The evil is projected from the heart into thought, into intention. So evil comes out of the heart. It goes to the thoughts to process it. It's like a laboratory, as some say, and I believe it. From there, it moves to the tongue, because if there's no tongue in the mouth, well, nothing can be spoken. So it uses the tongue for that, to give orders, to make decisions, whether good or bad, whatever they may be. We use our tongue to speak, but let's use it to speak good, to do good, to please God, to sing to God. We use our mouth to feed ourselves, but we always want to do good things. Let there be no evil in our heart, because if there is, we become uncircumcised in heart. And then we would start to do evil, to lie, to blaspheme, to slander, to deceive people. All of that from there. So the apostle was concluding by telling the people, the believers, he says, be prudent, watch your speech, watch your mouth, watch your tongue for what you're going to say. Before you speak, think very well about what you're going to say, so you don't offend, so you don't destroy anyone, so you don't get yourself into problems, don't get yourself involved in a serious situation. Think before you speak. If you realize that your thoughts are already processing something that came from the heart, then pause. Reflect before opening your mouth, because in the end, it's the poor tongue that takes the blame, isn't it? One person spoke, and look at all the trouble it caused. That one condemned himself. Another was saved because he was wise. But the other, he condemned himself for being careless. So that's what the apostle wanted to say here about the tongue, that it's not just the tongue at work, but it's really the heart, the intentions behind the words. That's why we must be prudent, wise, and careful with what we say. Our words should always aim to do good, to be just, to please God, and to bring peace and joy to those around us.